Hey y'all, thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be talking about Todd Boehly. If you don't know who he is, well, imagine owning Chelsea FC, the LA Dodgers, and part of the LA Lakers all at the same time. Todd Boehly does. His approach shows how finance, marketing, and data analytics combine to create global sports empires. As a Chelsea FC fan myself, I have closely followed Todd Boehly's management with all of the arrivals and departures of the club's players, coaches, and executives. And trust me, over the past few years, there have been hundreds. Today, I'm going to be talking about how Boehly's innovative investment and leadership strategies are redefining modern sports businesses to this very day and age. I'm going to be talking about that through Todd Boehly's background, Chelsea FC's financial transformation, and Boehly's global investment model. But first, let's begin with his business foundation. Todd Boehly's early career built the foundation for his later empire. He was with the Guggenheim partners who managed billions of dollars, and they focused on analytics-driven investing skills. Their vision was to combine finance and entertainment to grow their brands, and they emphasized on long-term brand value and collaborative leadership. A good example of that is how they created media funds, which merged sports content and finance together, and that's what they do now. I'm going to throw up a visual aid of a chart of Boehly's holdings up on the screen so you can get a good view of that. But next, let's see how this has shaped Chelsea FC's financial identity. So Chelsea FC has always been a very successful team. They've won every single trophy there is to offer throughout Europe, which is signified by this badge right here. Most in thanks to the guy on the back of this jersey. But let's talk about how they became a data-driven business. Todd Boehly partnered with Clear Lake Capital in 2022 and bought the club for 4.25 billion euros. And their focus? Analytics, player trading, and revenue diversification. Some evidence of this is Boehly's multi-club model, which he uses not only with the Dodgers and Lakers, but in soccer with the team Strasbourg, which is located in France, and they play in Ligue 1. But mixed with the multi-club model, amortization contracts, and sponsorship deals, Todd Boehly's holdings are sitting very comfortably. Some good insight about this and some context for you is that whenever Todd Boehly first arrived at Chelsea, he did a lot of major spending, which was very heavily criticized. But what people didn't understand, what they didn't know, myself included at the time, was that this was built for long-term profitability, which he has been showing us since last year. And trust me, it has built quite the empire. Another good visual aid I'm going to throw up for you is a chart that compares Chelsea FC before and after Todd Boehly, so you guys can get a good idea of how Chelsea has improved their financial structure under Todd Boehly. Next, we're going to talk about the global expansion, people. Chelsea FC is just one example, but let's kick it. Todd Boehly represents the new generation of global investors. His sports teams are assets, and the data and fan engagement drives the value of those assets. Todd Boehly has partnerships in the MLB, the NBA, and the EPL, which shows the cross-sport synergy that he uses to drive his business model. A good example is him using the Dodgers' data and using it to influence Chelsea's marketing. See, he understands what the people in Europe want. He understands what the people in America want. The best thing that he can do for his business is to combine those together to see what everyone wants and to market it to everybody. Another good visual aid I'm going to throw up is a global map of sports assets. So this will show you portfolio ownership, which is how you diversify brands for profitability. And Todd Boehly does a great job of this. But ask yourself this: what can we learn from Boehly's global sports investment model? In conclusion, I spoke about Boehly's finance roots and how he started off in the business world. I talked about Chelsea FC's financial data strategy and why it's being successful. And I talked about Todd Boehly's global portfolio model and why it has also proved long-term success. I'll leave you with a closing thought. Todd Boehly isn't just changing teams. He's changing how business and sports works all together throughout every day. And it's always changing. Your call to action as a student is to study how Todd Boehly's leadership and analytics drive his success. And remember, when you watch Chelsea FC play, you're watching a billion-dollar strategy in motion. Thank you all for joining me today, and I hope you have a good Sunday. Get in, lad!